And following on from that, our final competitor of the afternoon is Mark Lorch.
Okay, so today actually we've heard a lot about proteins. We've heard a lot about how great they are. They control programmed cell death, are involved in hearing and sensing whether your cabbage is hot and cold. But I'm going to tell you a bit about when proteins go bad. Okay? Because actually, as if you remember before, I told you that proteins have to fold up into this very well-defined shape for them to do their job correctly. But really, actually, it's really quite easy to break that structure up. And it's called and force the protein to misfold. In fact, you do it every time you have a cooked breakfast. You're frying your egg, okay? You crack your egg into the frying pan, you've got that lovely translucent white there, and you're cooking it, and that white goes all opaque. That is you misfolding the protein. You're introducing heat which causes the protein to misfold. And in an exactly analogous way, and that's an analogous way to something that happens in cataracts. Cataracts is caused by proteins in the cornea of your eye slowly misfolding and going opaque, and therefore you can't see anymore. Okay? You can't let the light in. But there's an even more interesting protein misfolding disease. Okay? And this is the only disease that we know of that isn't caused by a virus or bacteria or some other organism. It's the only contagious disease, I should say, that's caused by those things. It's caused entirely by a protein. Okay, so let's imagine, and it's caused by, and this disease I'm talking about is, for example, mad cow disease, Creutzfeldt-Jakob disease, are both examples of it. And let's imagine this is then a protein, okay, a particular protein called a prion protein, and it's folded correctly. Yeah, nice folded correctly protein. So sometimes, and very rarely, the protein will misfold. Okay? Now that normally isn't much of a problem, the body can deal with that. But in this case, what happens, if this protein, this misfolded protein, comes into contact with another one that's misfolded, that's folded correctly, it causes that one to misfold. Okay? And then these lot cause that one to misfold. And before long, you've got masses of misfolded proteins scattered throughout your brain. Okay? And your body can't deal with them. They clump together and cause your brain cells to die. Okay? And the incredible thing about these proteins, though, is that they're, unlike your egg white, they're almost impossible to denature, to get rid of them. You can't put acid in them, heat them, whatever. They just remain in this misfolded and contagious state. The only way to get rid of them is incinerating them. Okay? And that was essentially what led to the mad cow disease problem. We had our cows, and we didn't burn them. We fed them to other cows, and they got prion diseases. There we go. Okay. Thank you very much.